Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me get my camera going here. Oh, there I am. Hello, good morning. If you missed class today, you'll be walking through with me here on what to do. So, it's Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. In class today, it is First Read Friday, and they are reading, since Jason Reynolds is our featured author, we're reading the first chapter of another Jason Reynolds book called When I Was the Greatest. But for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and skip that today here. But yesterday, I want to talk about what we did yesterday. So let me pop this up. Yesterday, you were supposed to read the story. You were supposed to do the Ed puzzle in the folder, which is, it's a video of me walking you through, and then it stops and asks you questions. And if you have been listening, you can answer those questions with no problem. If you finish the Ed puzzle, you will know that you were supposed to go into Savvis and read the story Red Roses and highlight with different colors. We also found out, because the Ed puzzle we were trying to use your Apple Pencil to highlight, and it was not working at all. So we found out that our finger is actually the best thing to highlight with, and then to annotate. So today we were just talking about which things we highlighted about Red Roses, like which things we felt were good examples of character, which things were good descriptions that helped us to imagine what was going on, and also what the reflection of the narrator was, because that's part of the personal narrative. So today in class, we did talk a little bit about what we chose to highlight. Today, we're going to get ready for our next piece, and it is called the medicine bag. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. And we talked about the Think Rich strategy earlier this week. And even though some of the activities we tried to do did not work real well, we can still use that. So the medicine bag is assigned to you in Savvis. I am also going to put up a PDF of it, and I'm going to put up a video of how to highlight in the PDF and also share that with me so I know that you have what you've been highlighting. I can see any kid who uses Savvis and highlights, I can go in and see what they highlighted and annotated. But if you have to use the PDF, there's a way to share it. And I'm going to put up a video by the end of today in the important resources folder in my Schoology, on my Schoology front page. All right. So the medicine bag, if you look at this picture, kind of gives you a clue as to what's going on. Think about, what might this be about? We're going to have a brain dump. What we did in class is we talked about how do older and younger generations interact with one another. And what they're going to do in class is kind of type out some ideas for that. Think about how you are with maybe a grandparent or an old auntie or an uncle or just maybe somebody, a neighbor, somebody who's different from a different generation. Do you behave differently with them than you do with other people? Our learning target is we're going to think about we're going to analyze how particular lines of dialogue or incidents in the story reveal aspects of character. Meaning, how does what a character says or what a character does show us things about who they are? All right, so we're going to be using our Think Rich strategy. It's a 2-step close read. We are only going to do step 1 today. We're going to do the think part. And if you remember, the think part is titles. What's the title? What does it remind you of? So think about the title Medicine Bag. Headings, does it have any headings? So you'll go through and just flip through and look. Does it have headings? Are there topics? Images, when you're looking in the text, what images are there? What text features catch your attention? Since this is a story and not an article, it's probably going to be more images than anything else. And then new vocabulary, things that are new to you or you don't understand the words, or maybe they're used in a new way. And then knowledge, what questions do you have? All right, let's keep moving on here. So, as you read the medicine bag, you are going to highlight new vocabulary or strong word choices, things that make you go, oh wow, I can really imagine that character or that place. So as you read, you're going to highlight new vocabulary or strong word choices. Vocabulary is going to be, I don't know what color to use for vocabulary. We're going to go ahead with characters. I know, you decide. You can choose the color you want. So your main goal as you are reading is to highlight new vocabulary and strong word choices. And I would say you should try to find, let's say at least six examples of either words you don't know or word choices that you think really helped you describe. Also, when you highlight them, please make a little annotation. Why did you choose that word? If you didn't know the word, you can just annotate it, I don't know this word. If it's a strong word choice, please tell me what it makes you think in your head. Now, at the end of the reading, I want you to comment at the end, use a little annotation and make a comment to write down a question that you have for the class. No questions? I don't have any questions. Wow, you're so smart. You're ready for the quiz, right? No, nobody wants a quiz, so have a question ready. I had a professor in college named Dr. Schlegel, and the first day of class, he was an English professor. It was the first day of freshman composition and literature, and he came in and he said, y'all read the text, right? And we said, yep. And he goes, questions. And we just stared at him. He said, no questions? You're ready for the quiz. And he gave us the hardest quiz ever. Second day of class, he comes in, questions. Silence. We said nothing. No questions? You're ready for the quiz. And he'd give us this hard quiz. Well, the third day of class, we got smart. And he came and he said, questions. And our hands shot up. And we started saying, why do you think this, Dr. Schlegel? Or I was wondering about that. Or say, if you read something and you have nothing to say, no questions, no thoughts, no observations, nothing, well, then you must be really smart and you're ready for the quiz. I don't want to give you a quiz. I want you to talk to me about what you think. So when you're done reading, you should have a question or an observation. An observation is like something that you noticed, okay? You can't come to the end of a story and just be like, I don't know. I don't think anything. If you didn't think anything, you probably weren't paying attention. And I would like you to answer these first three questions. Do not worry about this part here where it says the comprehension check in 1 to 4 sentences. You don't have to do that part. Don't do this part down here. But as you are reading, think about how does the narrator feel about his grandfather? How do the narrator and his sister feel about Grandpa's visit? And how do you think Grandpa feels about this visit? And the last thing I want you to think is, here's my little, why though, my little meme guy, I know, cheesy memes. Why do you think the author chose to name the story The Medicine Bag? Why is this title more appropriate than like Grandpa or Grandpa's Visit? All right, and that is what you're gonna do today. So your main goal is to do a first read of The Medicine Bag, annotate words and strong word choices, and have a question at the end, and do these questions. Remember, you do not need to do the comprehension check. I'm going to take that out actually later. You don't need to do that, but I do want you to be ready to talk about these. You can type these in your book, in your little comments, or you can just be ready to share them with me. Okay, if you have any questions, you can contact me on Schoology, or you can come to the Zoom help desk at 1 to 3. Sometimes I pop out of the room, but I will be back, so just hang tight and I'll be there. I'm going to click this off. I'm going to turn my camera back on, and I'm going to wish you a very happy weekend. I hope you have such a good time, and please remember, I put some grades in, and I know some kids are panicking. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't have these things done. If you can get them done, go ahead and submit them to me. I will grade them. I'm not out to fail anybody. I don't want to fail you. I want you to succeed. And if you're having trouble with something, please let me know, and I will do everything I can to help you. right, have a great weekend, guys, and I will talk to you. Oh, I don't know what I think I took a picture of myself, and I will talk to you.